Hi dears, welcome back to the channel. It's Anna with you here and you are in the newest update of the situation here in Spain as well as the latest news. So for today we have quite a few interesting news here. First of all, about the situation in Spain. Luckily the number of cases is still decreasing, and as for yesterday, the last 24 hours, we have 29,960 new cases, which is very, very nice. And it actually shows that the situation is getting better, slowly but surely. The index of people getting sick versus 100,000 is 783. It went down from 800 first time, like in about 3, maybe 4 weeks, which is very, very good. There are no new restrictions as for now, but Andalusia, the south region of Spain, is thinking to close 286, which are basically all of them, the majority of the towns and cities, and not allow people to go in and out of them, and close all the non-essential activity in those cities. We will see what's going to happen, if they're going to confirm it or not. But they are planning to do this because Andalusia is basically one of the few regions here in Spain that have increase in cases, while all others are decreasing. In Valencian community, you have to remember that if someone of you live here, that today, starting from 3 p.m. until Monday 6 a.m. in the morning, all the biggest cities will be closed as the weekend before that. So like Alicante, Torrevieja, Benidorm, Valencia, Castellón, all these cities will be locked down. So you won't be able just to go in or out because you have to have some kind of essential thing to do in it, like to go to work or from work, pick up your children from school and stuff like that. If not, you won't be able to go. What's the other thing that I wanted to let you know about? Basically, a lot of people here who are coming to Spain or who live here already, they are thinking a lot more now to start their own business or somehow start an autónomo, which is basically the person who works for himself or herself. But they are very afraid of what's going to happen when they are gonna be like 65, 66 years, and if they're going to have any kind of help from the government and any kind of payment from the government when they'll already be retired. And basically, yes, they will. A lot of people think that if you're autonomo, you won't receive any kind of money from the government when you want to retire, but it's not actually true. The only difference is that autonomous basically receive approximately 40% less than the people who work for someone, which is very sad but true, because here in Spain the basic thought is that autonomous, they earn a lot more money because they work for themselves, so they are able to gather this money and store it somehow for the future, so they don't need that a lot of payments from the government, as well as because autonomous usually pay the minimum required, like for taxes and social security. So this is why they're getting less money later on during their retirement. Basically, they get 463 euros less than a person who works for someone. Sad, but true. The minimum amount of years that autonomous has to work to get this retirement payments every month is 15 years. And be paying the social security and all the taxes during 15 years. This is going to be like the minimum. This will be approximately 483 euros, more or less, a month. And if you want to get like 100% of the maximum that autonomo might be able to receive as a retirement payment, you would need to work 37 years, more than a double to get the minimum. And in this case, the person would get approximately 800 euros. Then that would be a really good money, especially if you have your own home and it's paid already. 800 euros is enough to be able to live here in Spain every month. So basically, this is what's happening. This is how much you have to work if you want to have this money, if you want to receive some kind of retirement money from the government. Another very good news is for the women who are already retired or are about to retire and have children, because our government just changed the law, and before that you were able to add like a plus to your retirement payment in case you had children, but only from a second child. It's like a plus that's basically given only for mothers, because they're the ones who suffer more in this case. After you gave birth to your child, for example, if you were affected by staying home with the child and you lost your job, or your usual income has decreased, then this person is able to ask for this plus from the government to the retirement payment. And you can add maximum of 4 children. So if you have 4 children or more, maximum 4 you can add, and then you would get like 100 something euros, like more than 1,000 a year, 100 plus a month, which is very, very good bonus. And as I've already mentioned, to ask for this bonus, for this extra, the woman has basically to show her work life, like a paper where it shows where did you work and for how long did you stay at home, and if your income was affected after having a child. And if it was like that, then you would get a plus. If it's only for one child, the plus is 378 euros annual. So it's not much monthly, but still it's something. This is basically what's happening, and it's very good news, because at least something is very good right now. Better than nothing. The other interesting news is what's happening with gifts and purchase of toys and puzzles and all that kind of things in children's stores here in Spain. Basically, normal toys have decreased their sales in like 7 to 8% approximately. Why? Because a lot of people spend a lot more time at home now with their children. There are quarantines everywhere, and people basically want to have something in common with their children and not just leave them playing alone, but somehow participate in the games. So like these toys that only a child is able to play with, they are decreasing their sales, but the puzzles have increased their sales about 30 to 40%, depending on the area of Spain. Average is like 35% increase in puzzles, because it's something you are able to do with your child and entertain yourselves together. Table games and different floor games as well have increased their sales. And all kind of outside play areas like basketball, football, trampolines, something to jump, to dance, to play with, are increasing their sales drastically right now as well, because people are just spending more time in family, enjoying, and they want to have something to do together. And spend very, very nice days and have interesting and positive memories about those days, and not thinking about the virus all the time. The average cost spent on the toys right now is from 30 to 50 euros. It's not much, taking into account that before then we usually would spend like 100 euros for a toy for a child that only a child will be able to play with, not us with them, or we would spend like 150 if it's like LOL Playhouse or a Barbie bus or something like that, like bigger toys. People would basically spend all this money, they wouldn't think of it, but right now they only spend from 30 to 50 euros because it's pandemics, People have a lot less income, and this is actually seen in the big toy stores, which is why they have huge discounts right now. If you go to like Juguetilandia, that's one of the most popular toy stores here in Spain, they have like 50% discount on the second unit, or they have like 30 to 80% discounts on some selection of toys, which is very, very nice, because you're able to get discounts and save up some money. This is basically what's happening right now here in Spain. The last thing I wanted to say is that if you want to purchase a home or make some kind of investment, go somewhere that you trust, that it's a legal company that won't make you lose money, because here in Spain, in Alicante region, we have one of the companies that were like illegal companies, and the lady that was in charge of all of it said that she was a niece of Franco. Franco was dictator here in Spain. Very, very bad times were when he was in charge of the government. And basically what happened is that she says that she has like a blue blood, you know, and she has a lot of contacts, and this is why she can lower the price of a lot of like houses and properties, and you can buy them for less than half of the market's price if you do the contract with her. She had an office with false lawyers inside and all kind of different people working there, and basically they've managed to gather more than 4 million euros from people who trusted them, as well as they've managed to make people to invest in all different kind of funds. And they were saying that the person can get the income of about 14 million euros per year. So she was because she's not longer doing this anymore. She's in the jail again. First time that she was in jail was when she was less than 30 for 10 years. Then she went out, and right now she will be in jail again for a long time. She is wheelchaired, and this is why she was talking so manipulative, you know. She made people to think that it's true and that the person in the wheelchair would not be able to basically lie to them somehow, or to be a false lawyer, like a person who might be able to lie to them. But this was how it was, and a lot of people suffered from it. More than 100 people already made a claim in the police office, and this is why she basically was caught, because a lot of people gathered together and made police to catch her. So this is very good. This is why I say that it's better to go somewhere that you know, ask someone who bought there the property, who invested the money in some kind of a company, just to ask and be sure that the company that you work with will be the one that is trusted company, that won't give you any kind of problems in the future, because a lot of people suffer from it. But this was only here in the area of Alicante. It won't be happening for a long time, so at least that's good. But still, you have to be very careful with it, because there are people that want your money and all the others' money, and they will do a lot of different things to get it. So be careful. This is basically what's happening here in Spain. The weather is quite nice, but very strange at the same time. As you can see in this map, the weather in Spain is not very stable. All the west part of Spain is raining, it's very cloudy. And the other part is basically all white. If there's a lot of humidity, you cannot really see well on long distance. And these are the clouds that went down. Yesterday, you couldn't even see Benidorm skyline. You couldn't see anything in Benidorm, but right now the situation is a lot better, but still the sun is not really shining right now. And in Canarian Islands as well, a very important thing, Canarian Islands will be raining as well. There's going to be strong wind, and the temperatures will decrease as well. What about the temperatures in all the rest areas? Here's the second picture, and as you can see, they're going to be lowering and decreasing in a lot of different parts of Spain. So the north part, maximum temperatures will be from 4 till 16, center of Spain from 12 till 20, south part will have between 10 and 22, Mediterranean area between 16 and 22. Here are the best temperatures. There are the mild, like warm temperatures, but this is basically how it is the whole year. And by cities, Alicante will have 21, Barcelona 18. On the south part, Granada will have 22, Sevilla 17, Marbella 20, 21, Fuengirola 21. These are all Andalusia region. Madrid will have 18, Canarian Islands 18 as well, due to the strong wind, clouds and rain. And Balearic Islands, which are Mallorca, Menorca, and Ibiza, will have approximately 20-22 degrees. And here in Valencia will be about 17. This is basically all the news for today. This is what's happening in our sunny Spain and our Benidorm region, Valencian region. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's news and update. If you did, don't forget to subscribe right here down below. I wish you all, my dears, very, very nice weekend. I wish you to relax, to have a positive time with you, your family, your loved ones. Take care of yourselves and of them, and I'll see you tomorrow with the newest update. Bye, dears.